guess the first question that's on my mind is, all the doubts erased, all the work that you did for rehab, feel good at the end of the night?
Yeah, I felt good, and it was good, like I said, just to fight back from an injury, the long days of rehab and doing treatments and, waking up and doing 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. treatments, 3 times a day for the last, 9 or 10 months. But tonight was really good to kind of get back into that game environment, and I really felt the best. My adrenaline was going obviously in warm-ups, but when I took a few hits, that's when I knew, like, okay, now I feel good and I feel comfortable, and I'm able to, settle down and just play ball. So I was really excited to be back out there, and obviously it was a good win, so I was happy about that for the team.
Do you feel like Santa, kind of distributing the ball to all your receivers and helping all of them score?
Yeah, and my job is to, just to spread out and distribute the football, just to be a point guard for the team, and to make good decisions. And I feel like for the most part, did a good job of that. But I didn't even realize I kind of lost track. Towards the end of the game, I kind of was sitting over on the sideline with the guys, and I was like, they were each counting how many touchdowns they had apiece, and I was like, wait, you had 2? And he was like, I had 2, and I was like, oh, and I thought you had 1, and they were like, no, you threw that to me, and I kind of just try to focus on one play at a time. But I'm really happy for the guys, and we have a really, really, really talented receiver corps, and we have a really good running back room as well with Larry and Zuberi. So really happy to get the win, but I'm happy for the guys that I got to dish the football out to, and it was good to see guys have 5 different touchdowns. And then Larry McCammon is he's unreal. He's a great running back, and he's one of the best I've been around. So just seeing him on game day, seeing Tony Johnson and Jaquan Burton and LaJonte on game day, and I just got here not too long ago, but this is my first time being in a live game setting with the guys, and they really impressed me, and they showed me a lot of really good signs.
Not a lot of people in this program have thrown for 5 touchdowns, and you did it tonight. You did also have the 1 interception. So, as a whole, how would you sort of assess your performance?
Yeah, I mean, almost a near, I wouldn't say perfect, but almost a perfect, clean game. Going out there, I didn't know what the stat sheet was, but I found out after the game that I went 20 for 25 with 5 touchdowns, like 232 QBR and 1 interception. But honestly, I was just focused on the game. I wasn't worried about the stat line. I felt like I had a pretty good game. It could be better. It could have been great. I know that there's throws that I could make. There's 3 or 4 throws that I left out there that I can make if I just get my feet right and put the ball accurately to the spot it needs to be. And then with the 1 turnover, obviously I need to make a good decision. It wasn't a matter of missing the throw or being inaccurate. It was just a decision thing. Monmouth, you have to give them a lot of credit. They came out and they played us differently than we thought they were going to, and they made in-game adjustments. So they started bringing a lot of pressure and blitz. They started going 1 high man, cover 3, and then even when they played man covers, they were playing off what we call 1 hole, and so they were kind of playing off technique. And on that particular throw and play, the linebacker kind of was just dropping back, and I thought I could squeeze it in there and kind of overestimate my arm a little bit, and he made a good play on the ball. So if I had that back, I think I'd obviously make a different decision with the ball and take care of it. But other than that, I feel like I had a really good game. But like I said, I want it to be better. As an offense, we had 3 drives that we got inside the red zone, and we got knocked out of the red zone with penalties and then a fumble. So I want us to score more points.
What is it about Coach Herman's offense that you really take to the most? Obviously, he's a proven offensive coach wherever he's been, so now you have an opportunity to draw from not only what he's been, but what he's also brought to the program.
Just the system overall. I knew it was a really good fit from a passing game standpoint, from a run game standpoint, from the RPOs, run pass option, and I know what he wants to do on offense. And really, people talk about Coach Herman's system, but if you look at the coordinators that he's hired and the quarterback coaches, he knows what he's doing. The offensive line coach is great. And so overall, he just has a really good offensive staff here with the offensive coordinator, Charlie Fry, and his background. And then offensive line coach, Ed Warner, is great. He's been at big-time programs, and he's a really good offensive line coach, and one of the best in the industry. So I think with Herman, you have to give a credit to the staff and also the system that he has here. We're still a work in progress. We want to be better on offense, but it was pretty good for us to be balanced in the run and pass game tonight and to distribute the football around and get the ball to playmakers in space. But I'm really proud of the way the O-line played tonight, wide receivers and the running back as well.
Well, obviously, let's piggyback off of Warner. He's been around over 40 years anyway, so we've seen just about everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's good. I mean, I met Ed Warner in 2016, April 7th through 9th. I went on a visit to Ohio State, and I sat in a 4-hour offensive meeting with offensive coordinator Tim Beck and Ed Warner. At the time, Ed Warner actually was offensive coordinator, and he sat down and we went over protections and blitzes and 5-man protection and 6-man protection. And I just remember we sat in a 4-hour meeting during spring ball with Joe Burrow, JT Barrett, those guys. And that's when I kind of got to know Ed Warner. But being back around him now, he's really good and he's very detailed, and he drives a lot of energy into the guys in the offense.
How would you
Last
describe
one, Richard?
how would you describe the overall composure of the team as a whole, considering that they did not make a lot of mistakes, and considering they only had 3 penalties compared to Monmouth's 8? How would you describe how they were able to not make too many mistakes on the field?
The thing is that on offense, we really only stopped ourselves. You know, we had, like I said, we got the ball inside the red zone 3 times. 2 penalties knocked us out of red zone. We're out of field position to score a touchdown or get a field goal. And then we had a turnover inside the red zone. Obviously, that's not good at the end. And so I know that in a game like this, you can't make too many mistakes because when you play against tougher opponents, they're going to be very critical to the outcome of the game. So we were very fortunate to get a win and still have those 3 mistakes. But our number 1 goal for this week was to clean operation on offense. And we did a pretty good job of that, like you said, with the limited mistakes.
Thank you, Doug.
Thank you guys.